Karmelo Anthony, Justice for Sale, the $900,000 question. Did a wealthy family buy their son's freedom after a fatal stabbing? We're diving deep into the Karmelo Anthony case, where privilege and tragedy collide in a gated community. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew about justice. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Karmelo Anthony, accused of fatally stabbing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf, is living in a $900,000 home. This isn't some rundown apartment. It's a luxurious residence in the exclusive Richwoods gated community in Frisco, Texas. How does this square with claims of financial hardship? Richwoods is known for its manicured lawns and high property values. It's a world away from the image of a family struggling to make ends meet. The presence of Anthony, awaiting trial for murder, has sent shockwaves through this affluent enclave. Neighbors whisper behind closed doors, questioning how a family pleading poverty can afford such a lifestyle. A brand new car sits in the driveway, and Amazon delivery trucks are frequent visitors. Is this the face of a family facing financial ruin? Initially, Anthony's bond was set at a staggering $1 million. This figure reflects the severity of the charges against him. But then, something shifted. Citing financial difficulties, Anthony's family pleaded for a reduction. They argued that they couldn't afford to keep him behind bars. The judge, swayed by their plea, lowered the bond to $250,000. Now, Anthony awaits trial at home, confined by an ankle monitor and under parental supervision. Is this justice or a loophole exploited by wealth? The community is left wondering if the scales of justice are truly blind. Enter GiveSendGo, a crowdfunding platform often used for legal defense. Anthony's family launched a campaign, seeking donations to cover legal fees and other expenses. The response was overwhelming. The campaign raked in over $440,000. The stated purpose? Legal fees, relocation costs, and security measures. The family claims they need to relocate due to the intense backlash and threats they've received. Mike Howard, a seasoned defense attorney, is representing Anthony. High-profile lawyers don't come cheap. But with nearly $500,000 raised, questions arise about how this money is being managed. The prosecution is asking a crucial question. If the family raised so much money, why wasn't it used for the initial bond? This is a critical point that could undermine the defense's claims of financial hardship. The parents claim that accessing the funds is a complex process. They also state that a significant portion has already been allocated to legal defense. But is this a smokescreen? The prosecution is likely scrutinizing every dollar, searching for inconsistencies and potential misrepresentations. The truth about the family's finances could be the key to unlocking the truth about the case. The defense is building its case around a claim of self-defense. They argue that Anthony acted to protect himself during the altercation with Austin Metcalf. This is a common strategy in homicide cases. They also emphasize Anthony's lack of prior criminal history. A clean record can often sway a jury. The defense paints a picture of a young man caught in a tragic situation, not a cold-blooded killer. The defense also argued that the initial $1 million bond was excessive. They claim it was an attempt to punish Anthony before he was even convicted. The family's safety is also a key concern, justifying the relocation and security measures. The residents of Richwoods are living in fear. The presence of a young man accused of murder has shattered their sense of security. They question whether Anthony should be allowed to live freely in their community. One anonymous mother expressed her deep concern about Anthony being out on bond. She fears for the safety of her children. Another neighbor bluntly stated that the family is not poor if they can afford to live in the gated community. Some neighbors have even suggested that the family should move. They believe that Anthony's presence is a constant reminder of the tragedy and a threat to their peace of mind. The community is divided, grappling with fear and uncertainty. The incident that led to Austin Metcalf's death occurred at a track meet on April 2nd. A seemingly trivial dispute over a seat escalated into a deadly confrontation. The details are chilling. Anthony allegedly stabbed Metcalf in the heart. The weapon? A knife. The motive? A fight over a seat. The consequences? A life lost and a community shattered. The prosecution will argue that Anthony's actions were intentional and malicious. The defense will argue that he acted in self-defense, fearing for his life. The truth lies somewhere in the middle, buried beneath layers of conflicting accounts. The Karmelo Anthony case highlights the complexities of the legal system. It raises questions about wealth, privilege, and the pursuit of justice. Can money truly buy freedom? Public perception plays a significant role in this case. The outrage over Anthony's living situation and the Give, Send, Go campaign could influence the jury. The court of public opinion is already in session. The financial burdens faced by families in high-profile cases are immense. Legal fees, relocation costs, and security measures can quickly drain resources. But is this a legitimate hardship or a calculated strategy to manipulate the system? It remains unclear how long Anthony and his family have lived at the home in Richwoods. This detail could shed light on their financial situation and the timing of their move. The truth is out there, waiting to be uncovered. This case is far from over. We need to demand transparency and accountability from all parties involved. Don't let the story fade into the background. Here's what you can do. Share this video. Spread awareness about the Karmelo Anthony case and the questions it raises. Research the case, dig deeper into the details, and form your own informed opinion. Contact your local representatives. Demand that they address the issues of wealth and privilege in the justice system. Engage in respectful dialogue. Discuss the case with your friends, family, and community members. Support organizations fighting for justice. Donate to or volunteer with organizations that advocate for equal justice under the law. The pursuit of justice requires vigilance and action. Let's ensure that Austin Metcalf's death is not in vain and that the scales of justice are balanced for all. Don't just watch, act.